And let's head into Riven. Riven? No. Riverhold. That's what it says. Riverhold Way Shrine. Hi, fair traveller. Anai Davar. Oh, she's a person. She's not a player. She's an NPC. And we are going into the way right next to me. Ooh, there's a quest here. There's a book here. I mean, I don't really need to go book hunting with this character though. It would only make sense to do that on Nineveh, but... Hush, pride. Yeah, we're definitely a bit framey at times. I'm not quite sure what's up with that. Karzab Hall. Karzab.
Blaming Abnur Tharn will not end the dragon infestation, Chimera.
Ever the voice of
Chimera.
reason, speaker. Ah, here comes someone who can help us now.
Shh! Hold up, bruh. Got shit to read over here. Euraxian necromancers. So this is about his half-sister. 2. Lord Garashri, Speaker of the Main. Oh, is that the Speaker of the Main over there? From Chimera, Agent of the Speaker. We know that the Usurper Queen employs necromancers and dark sorcery, and has done so from the beginning of her reign. It would have been way cool if I played as a necromancer. It would have been so ironic. In recent months, however, the number of necromancers supporting her forces have increased dramatically. It all comes back to one source, the Dark Mage and Euraxia's chief necromancer, Zumogfum. Is he an orc? You'd want to bloody hope so with a name like that. Zumogfum, the self-proclaimed Lord of the Dark Arts, reportedly hails from the northernmost climes of Hrothgar. Maddeningly few facts concerning his orc, yes, nailed it, necromancer can be gleaned from his early life, though suppositions are plentiful. We know that the wilds of Hrothgar are unforgiving, and life among the orc strongholds is often harsh, bleak, and brutal. Still, we know that those orcs who not only survive but flourish resemble a well-made sword that has been forged, beaten, and sharpened to a razor's edge. Gosh, I was putting the two words together. The first real evidence of his existence prior to Anequina appears in intelligence reports investigating the activities of the worm cult during the Plain Melt Crisis. While details remain slim, Zumogfum's name appears as a ranking member of the cult and hints at a close connection to Manimako, leader of the Orc of the Black Worm. However, we know that he was active here in Rimmon shortly after the Frostfall coup, so he probably did not have a direct hand in the cult's activities during the Plain Meld. Euraxia either specifically recruited Zumogfum or was approached by the orc after she claimed the throne of Rimmon. He had a small group. Oh my god, it keeps going. It actually hurts to read this much because I must pitch my voice incorrectly. What about the followers at first? He had a small group of followers at first, less than necromancers that formed the basis of his personal dark cult. Oh my god, the plosive, I apologise. The Northern Elsweyr Defence Force occasionally faced a lone zombie, necromancer, or a small group of skeletons, but for the most part, the necromancers have served little more than a supporting role in Euraxia's army. I fear that may be about to change. Since the end of the Plain Meld and the apparent disbanding of the web cult, wow, spoiler alert, a great number of necromancers have flocked to the Usurper Queen's banner to learn from the cruel yet charismatic Zumogfum. The few sorcerers that we have captured demonstrate an almost manic reverence for their orc leader, regaling us with tales of his dark powers and threats of what he and Euraxia will do once Elsweyr is totally under their control. They revealed a few actionable details while still providing hints about what Zumogfum is doing in his hidden lairs and undead forges. Their term, not mine. If the rumours to be believed, Zumogfum and his acolytes have established manufactories away from prying eyes where they can perform rituals, conduct experiments, and raise an army of undead soldiers to bolster Euraxia's mercenary forces. We have yet to see the products of these vile places, but we have discovered evidence of grave robbing throughout the region, especially around Ashen Scar. Where is that? And other mass graves from the worst period of the Nahatan flu outbreak. I was thinking that they'd be smart to go to places of mass graves or like tombs and stuff to get your undead. Speaker, we must find a means for dealing with the Nah, Zumangfum and his followers before they provide Euraxia with an unlimited supply of soldiers. Well, there would be a limit, dead bodies. The defense force cannot repel an army that does not tire and can be ceaselessly replenished. Our best chance is to locate the undead forges and destroy them before they can be turned up to full capacity. And if we can kill Zumangfum, so much the better. I mean, the latter seems a bit optimistic, Chimera, just gonna say, but I think Makiri's feeling pretty optimistic. A letter from Abnur Tharn. I am Abnur Tharn, a battle mage and former advisor to the Emperor, and I'm calling for allies to join me in the Khajiiti homeland and assist the Khajiiti defense force to stop a rage of dragons. This terrible danger sweeps. Why is dragons always capitalized? I suppose Khajiit is a race and it's capitalized. Okay. If you think about it from that perspective, makes sense. This terrible danger sweeps through northern Elsweyr. Why not southern? The province the Khajiit refer to as Anequina. I have decided to offer my services to Lord Garashri, the Speaker of the Main, to help their homeland in this time of great need. I cannot deal with this threat by myself. If you have sword or spell and a desire to test yourself against the ultimate enemy, find me in the town of Riverhold at the Karzab Hall. And no, this is not a prank. The dragons have returned. Abnur Tharn. Okay, Abnur, I'm good to go. Oh my god, that thing is so freaking adorable. Can I have it? Look at it! Look at its little breathing. Oh, so cute. Any more things to read while I'm in a disgusting reading mood and my throat is starting to hurt? No? Great. Abnur Tharn. Oh, I forgot I made myself tiny. Whoops.
You must be here about my summons.
Indeed.
Good, good. I was just telling Lord Gareshri and Chimera that someone would answer my call. Since you're here, I presume you will wholeheartedly agree to help us save Elsweyr from a rage of dragons?
Is that the collective term for dragons? A rage? I'll go with it. A rage of dragons?
So much better than flock or herd,
I don't
don't
know.
you
Herd
think?
works, I suppose.
The Khajiiti Defense Force isn't prepared to deal with a threat as big as dragons.
Do they have ranged
Especially
magic?
since they were fighting to liberate Rimmon when the huge beasts arrived.
Liberate Ribbon? From whom?
Stay focused. We'll deal with that later.
Okay.
Right now, we must assist the defense force.
Okay.
Rendezvous with us at their command post. On your way, however, I have another task for you. I detected a series of power surges that I want you to investigate.
Okay. Tell me more about the surges of power.
I was formulating a spell to track the dragons when I noticed several surges of arcane energy not far from here. They reminded me of an old acquaintance. Has a way with portals.
Oh.
If it is him, I want you to secure his help against the dragons.
Okay, someone who uses portals. That could be handy, I suppose. Do these surges of energy have something to do with the dragons?
Hard to say with certainty, but I don't believe so. They remind me of Sir Cadwell, who somehow opens portals
Oh
with
my
a power
god,
of
Sir
similar
Cadwell!
intensity. Check the locations I marked on your map before you make your way
I
to the
probably
defense
should
camp.
finish the main game before I do this, because I'm probably spoiling things from the main game, but we're here! You mentioned Lord Garashri and Chimera. Tell me about them.
Lord Garesh Ree is the Speaker of the Main and the commander of the Northern Elsweyr Defense Force. His aide,
Lame
Chimera,
name.
serves as both a diplomat and a spy, though she would never call herself that. If you want to know more, feel free to ask them.
Oh, I shall. You mentioned the Khajiit were trying to liberate Rimmon.
My half-sister, Euraxia, conquered Rimmon and other parts of
Oh.
northern Elsweyr about 6 years ago.
Right.
The Khajiiti Defense Force has slowly been taking back their province, but Rimmon is well fortified. And now, because of the dragons, things are worse.
She literally only has Rimmon under her control. It's a tiny city. Wow, and she calls herself queen? She needs a reality check. What's the Khajiiti Defense Force?
A militia drawn from the prides of northern Elsweyr. Garesh Ree, the Speaker of the Main, has taken command during this crisis.
Fair enough.
With Dominion troops busy fighting the Three Banners War, the defense force must deal with the Euraxians and the dragons.
Who's Sir Cadwell?
Never heard of Cadwell?
I mean, I have.
Don't tell him
He's
that.
sweet.
Cadwell may be the oldest soul shriven in Cold Harbor. For all his eccentricities, he's certainly the most sane. Fancies himself a knight of old. If you find him, secure his help against the dragon.
You better believe I will. Who are you?
What do they teach young people these days?
Clearly not about narcissists.
You've never heard of the great Abnur Tharn? Advisor to emperors and battle mage supreme?
Yeah,
No?
yeah.
Well, take my word for it. I'm a very important personage. You should feel honored to meet me.
Yes, I am oh so honored, sir. Not. Do I have a preference? Let's go for Lord Garashri.
You're responding to Abnur Tharn's letter. One of the promising adventurers. I hope you can help us. But where are my manners? Welcome to Riverhold and the province of northern Elsweyr, also known as Anequina. I am the Speaker of the Main.
Hello. So you're the one that Chimera spoke of as being ancient. Something looks it. The Speaker of the Main?
A position in which I've served faithfully for many years. I represent our spiritual leader, the Main. In addition, I command the Northern Elsweyr Defense Force during this time of trouble. We're dealing with more than just dragons, unfortunately.
I see what she meant by saying she's the Speaker of the Speaker. So he's the Speaker of somebody else. So the Main is a separate entity who is more spiritual. And he's kind of trying to, like, bridge the gap between military and spirituality in the current climate, I guess. So you're dealing with more than just dragons. You mean Euraxia?
A few years ago, Abnur Tharn's half-sister, Euraxia,
Few years, huh?
conquered Rimen and parts of northern Elsweyr. We recently liberated Riverhold.
Congratulations.
We're about to do the same for Rimen when the dragons appeared. It's almost as if they came to her aid.
But she never got control of them. Because we killed, what was his name? Calcivius or whatever his name was. The dude at the prologue, in the prologue. We killed him right before the dragons came out. And the dragons didn't appear to be under anyone's control. So the fact that she is now appearing to be controlling them, I wonder if that's just a coincidence. What can I do to help?
Do what Abnur Tharn asked. Just as he once served as advisor to emperors, he has agreed to help me formulate strategies and tactics for use against the dragons. It is the least he can do, since he had a hand in setting the horrid beasts loose.
To be fair, it was gonna happen anyway. Just saying. I was there. Well, maybe not Makiri, but Nineveh was there. And Chimera. Get out of my way. Broad.
Another outsider comes to Elsweyr.
Her eyes are bright.
Have enough problems
Why
between
does her
Abnur
eyes get to be
Tharn
bright
the
and mine just look
dragons?
like shit?
Ah, do not mind me.
I'm not.
Great beasts rampaging through my homeland tends to put me in a foul mood.
Well, they're raging through my homeland too, and I'm not taking it that personally. Who are you?
I am Chimera. I assist the Speaker of the Main and serve as his agent. With both the usurper queen and the dragons ravaging northern Elsweyr, there is much for me to do.
Liz not gonna get
Too
bored.
much, I fear. But I will persevere.
Tell me more about the dragons.
What can I tell you that you cannot guess? That these fearsome creatures of legend have returned to threaten Elsweyr? That much is obvious. Damn it. This is all Abnur Tharn's fault. Dark moons, take him!
It really isn't. What do you mean this is all Abnur Tharn's fault?
That arrogant Imperial!
That I cannot
For an
disagree with.
advisor to emperors and a renowned battle mage, he demonstrates a disturbing lack of caution. It was Abnur Tharn who entered the halls of Colossus and released the dragons. He says that was not his intention, but...
I don't think it was. I think you're selling him a little short, which is pretty easy to do because he's a bit of a dick. But I really think you're overstating things. But you don't believe him? I hate that purse she does. It's just so random.
Dragons have come to Elsweyr, destroying everything I hold dear.
And me.
As the moon singers say, the path to oblivion is paved in good intentions.
Is that what they say?
So, damn Abnur Tharn. Damn him for unleashing this terror upon us.
Again, whether he did it or not, Euraxia was going to do it anyway, so bite me. I never thought it'd be possible to sympathize with him more than her, but it just happened. This is Northern Elsweyr we're seeing here. Imperial Valkyria. Whoa, Jesus, that's a narcissistic name and a half as well. See my eyes? You can barely see my eyes, but hers were practically glistening in the dark. Tried it. Oh, look at you! little foxy. God, there is much to be had here. So, do I start doing quests for this location and then drift off to where do you want me to go? Just beyond? I think so. I mean, it's what we're here for. We are here to do this DLC, and doing it we shall. Here's the book. Plunk. I knew I would not make it. Hello.
I've little time for talk.
Fine then, who wanted to talk to you anyway? Varieties of Faith, the Khajiit. By Brother Mikhail Karkuksa of the Imperial College. As fits the heterodoxy of form, the Khajiit worship many gods, and few confine themselves to the Imperial Eight. Oh, they've got subnames. So Alkosh is the Dragon King of Cats. Yeah, not happening. Riddlethar is the Two Moons Dance. Oh, I like the sound of that. That sounds beautiful. Also known as the Sugar God, as in moon sugar. Joan and Jode, Little Moon God and Big Moon God. Mara, Mother Cat. Srendar, the Runt God of Mercy. God, I'm sure he appreciates that name. Kanarthi, God of Winds. Bandar, the Bandit God. Additional deities with significant Khajiiti cults. Magris. Magris? Cat's Eye, Sun God. Khajiiti version of Magnus. The God of Sun and Sorcery. Rahim. Rajhin? Rahin? Rajhin? That felt bad. Azura, Goddess of Dusk and Dawn. Shagarath. Skooma Cat, the Mad God. Herasin, Hungry Cat. Sangin, Blood Cat, Mirad, Great Darkness, and Lokaj, Moonbeast. Well, that gives me points towards something I don't have, the Fighters Guild. And there is a quest to be done here. So let's just get us a quest. I know I should probably start the main quest, but we're in Riverhold. We may as well do the quests in Riverhold. So it looks like you are my lucky first target. God, I am short, aren't I?
Greetings, Walker. Have you a moment to speak?
Not that short. What's with the top hat, yo? Mizik Thunderboots. Ooh. I want what she's wearing. Can I have what you're wearing?
Welcome to Riverhold, friend. You should feel fortunate to have found the finest collection of cloth in all of Elsweyr. Let the Dara know if you see anything you like.
Okay. Well, I found it. Not you, what you're wearing. Can I have what you're wearing? There's boots. It's just... Oh, there's braces there as well. Boots and braces. Oh, there's a helmet. I want clothes. Give me clothes. Anyway. Music
A crowded
Thunderboots.
marketplace. A chance meeting.
It's not really crowded.
Unexpected, unannounced. And perhaps just the thing this one needs to solve a most curious investigation.
Okay, this is an interesting first quest.
Music Thunderboots, at your service.
Greetings. You mentioned an investigation.
An abduction, to be precise.
It's dramatic.
No ransom, no demands, no obvious suspects or motives. Just a heartbroken father.
I was gonna
and a
say, is it a
missing young
custody
lady.
battle? And yeah, it looks like
But
it
that
is.
is why Music was hired, yes? He steps in when all other justice fails.
It's either the mother or the father's losing custody over the daughter, so he's perpetuating this sort of scenario. So he's being hired to find someone.
Correct. This one searches for Zinthia, daughter of Ishu.
Thea.
However, Music's inquiries have led to nothing but dead ends.
And you thought I could help?
And with a young lady's safety on the line, the sooner this investigation is solved, the better.
Well, I guess I can help.
A chance meeting turned fated
Help
partnership.
Mizik solve his investigation. Oh,
Fortuitous
this is the main
for
quest.
This one, yes? You should speak to
The
Ishu
Riverhold
first.
abduction.
See if he has any new information for
Okay.
us. His house is just south of the marketplace.
Thank you. Easy to find.
Can't miss it.
Tell me about being an investigator. Holy
Music
shit,
Thunderboots
look how
is
tall
a
that person
Khajiit
is.
Of action. Well,
Holy
he does not wish
hell.
to merely boast of his prowess. This one aims to prove such skill. Just as soon as we have a little more to go on, of course.
I mean, shouldn't you be proving your skill by finding things out while we have such little to go on? You seem pretty confident. Why do you need my assistance?
This one will confess, while Mizik is confident in his skills of investigation, he struggles with the more alarming situations his
Look how
line of
tall
work
he is.
often entails. Such as when large people threaten him with very sharp daggers.
Like large old mate who just walked past? Someone threatened you?
Not this investigation, thank the moons. Well, not yet. That is where your expertise comes along, yes?
I'm new.
Your
I don't
bravery.
have any
This
expertise.
one's cunning and a few good leads are all we need to solve this mystery.
Fair enough. I was also curious about your rather interesting name.
It is a good name, no?
No.
Mizik Thunderboots. When scoundrels hear the footsteps of his boots, they will quake in fear.
No, they're just gonna laugh. Doesn't seem like the best quality for an investigator to have.
Oh, well, perhaps you are right. Not very subtle, is it?
It's a bit on the nose. I want to know more about our client, Issue.
He is a humble Khajiit of moderate wealth. Seems to keep to himself. No enemies, no debts. No reason why he would be targeted. Yet just a few days ago, his daughter, Zinthia, was taken in the dead of night.
Days ago? Oh my gosh. And no one's done anything? That poor girl. And you mentioned there's been a ransom. Maybe she... That's possibly number 3. She orchestrated it herself to leave for whatever reason.
Most strange, no? If Mizik did not know better, he would say that it was an intimidation tactic. Perhaps even an act of revenge against Issue. But who would wish this cruelty against such a kind Khajiit?
I mean, I don't know the man, so I can't help. And the town guards have been no help.
They outright dismissed Issue's claim, believing that the young lady has merely run away.
I said that was option number 3.
A most vexing call, truth be told. From all that Issue has told this one, Zinthia is a most sweet Khajiit, not one to make her father worry.
Maybe his father doesn't know her as well as he does. Thinks he does. As well as you think he does. You know what I meant. South is this way. I mean, why do you say I can't miss this house? They all look the same. Oh! There isn't even a ground floor. Interesting. I still can't believe the cats keep cats. It's positively funny. Oh, look at that cute little thing playing with the little... Well, there's 2 of them. Oh my god, look at the ears. Holy shit. They're playing with flutterbys. This music is really loud, Issue.
Are you here about this one, Zinthia?
Might have to turn
Has she
music
been
down.
found?
Negative. I'm working with Mizik to find your daughter. Any details you share can help.
Yes, of course. Zinthia was taken in the dead of night. This one has received no ransom, yet he fears the worst. She is a very beautiful Khajiit, you see. Issue believes that the captors may mean to sell her.
Does she have any identifying features?
Zinthia has a long, glossy coat, soft as the richest
I'm
of
not gonna go
silks.
fondle every cat to find
Her eyes
her.
are bright yellow, like the honeyed moons. And she always wears a gold necklace.
So you tell me that her coat is glossy, which I cannot feel for myself. Her eyes are bright yellow, which probably speaks of half the Khajiit in existence. And she's always wearing a gold necklace. Well, if she's been kidnapped, who's to say the kidnappers haven't taken the necklace off her? How the freak am I supposed to, identify her via those traits? What colour is she? That's a good place to start. And you suspect, there's no one you suspect. Or perhaps someone new who may have seen what happened.
No suspects, no, but someone who may have spotted something? There is a wood elf who tends to stay
Taken
up
you
well
days
into
to
the
think of
night,
this?
always singing and dancing, that one.
Adorable.
If anyone saw something unusual the night Zinthia was taken, it might be her.
I can't believe it's taking me this long to think about that. Well, alright, I'll try talking to the singing wood elf. Do you have a name or a direction?
The wood elf's name is Mel? Yes, that's it. Mel the Musical, she always calls herself.
What a shit
You can
name.
usually find her toward the north end of town near the Sand Gardens. Issue will pray for your swift success.
Sand Gardens, hey? I have a few questions if you don't mind.
To help find this one's darling Zinthia, Issue will answer any question you ask.
Well, tell me more about Zinthia.
Zinthia is a willful child. A tad spoiled, this one admits.
She probably orchestrated
Issue
it then.
dotes on her. The town guard, They do not understand. They say, "Oh, perhaps she has wandered off." They say, "Perhaps she is lost."
I like the impersonation.
Such foolishness. How can they be so uncaring?
They're probably right. But don't worry, Mizik and I won't give up.
Thank you. Thank you.
Although I should be speaking
May
in third
bright
person.
moons light your path. Ishu will prepare a feast for Zynthia's return, yes? Perhaps some fish.
She's not coming home.
Yes, fish is her favorite. This one can already hear her contented purrs.
How old is she? Can you answer that question? But tell me more about the singing wood elf. I shouldn't say me. Tell Magiri more about the singing wood elf. Or tell
Mel
this
arrived
one.
in Riverhold a few seasons ago. Makes a living begging for gold as she sings and dances.
That's not begging.
She has woken up Ishu more than once banging that drum of hers. Still, we chat occasionally. She is kind, if not a bit eccentric.
As someone who plays a dancer bard in Pathfinder 2e, I resent the concept of you considering performing begging for gold. Bruh, I make my gold through my own skills, and I do not appreciate you calling it begging. But a bit eccentric.
Mel does not have a home in the traditional sense, so you will often find her sleeping in the stables and bathing in the public fountains.
Why not
But
just call her
who
what
is
you want
Ishu
to?
judge, eh?
Call her a
We
beggar.
all have our oddities.
You are unpleasant, sir, though I understand that's probably from your wealth. I still have yet to attack anything and gain some clothes of my own. This is okay. Gosh, they definitely improved on graphics on the subsequent games. The Angry Alphic, a collection. Oof. This one's a little long. Oh, my boy, that's long.
Only the finest wares.
Hi. You look like a dancing cat. You're so pretty. Can I wear what you're wearing? It's not really helpful for my particular character, but it would look pretty. Now, I'm looking for a dancing Khajiit. Anybody seen one? No, a dancing wood elf. I lie. Dancing wood elf. Well, I don't think she's going to be in here. Oh, it's a building I cannot go into. Okay. Well, where's this other path lead? You are not a wood elf.
Oh, what do you
there she
know? A
is.
customer.
Can I practice with you?
Inuma once lived in Starhaven, a beautiful adeptorium with many wonderful adepts. But a dragon came and attacked our home, leaving much to rebuild and no comfort to be found.
What's the average lifespan of a Khajiit? I'm quite curious. And how long ago was Starhaven attacked? Why have you come to Riverhold?
There was nothing left for this one in Starhaven. His quarters were destroyed along with all of his possessions. Inuma has nothing to his name but his faith. Still, he could have stayed to help rebuild, that is true.
Why didn't you?
Too many sad memories.
I can understand
This
that.
one could not bear to stay, not after so much of his home was destroyed and so many of his friends were lost. Still, he will do what he can to help those in Riverhold.
Well, that's nice of you. As you will, sir. Ooh, can I get his pretty blade? Although I don't know that I would like to wear what he's wearing. Anyways, speak to me, Mel the Musical, who's bathing in a public fountain.
Salutations. Mel the Musical at your service. Are you here for a performance?
Kinky, but no. I'm actually investigating the abduction of Ishu's daughter.
Ishu, the Khajiit with all the cats?
That's the
That
one.
old coot is sweet as honey jagger, but a bit off if you ask me. Shame about his daughter, though. No one should have to go through that.
Do you know anything that might help the investigation? Is that a fish I keep seeing in the background?
If you're looking for trouble,
Yes, it is.
Tajiri's your girl. I've seen her with all sorts of indecent folk lately. Always shifty eyes on those ones, I tell you. She tends to spend a lot of time behind the stables lately, if you catch my drift.
I don't really, but okay, I'll head to the stables then.
Very good then. And hey, if you're looking for some entertainment for your next soiree, make sure to seek me out. You won't regret it.
As long as you don't talk, because your voice is horrible. Tell me more about Tajiri.
She's a gambler with a lot of friends in a lot of places. And you know, who am I to judge? Business is business after all. but as of late, she just seems to be getting more and more suspicious. In fact, there's been a lot of that in Riverhold.
A lot of what?
Suspicious activity. People who I ain't ever seen before, going about town at all hours. I mean, I may stay up well past most people's bedtime, but I'm a musician, comes with the territory. And these new folks aren't bards, that's for sure.
Alright. Stables. Place just looks so good for Elder Scrolls Online. I mean, obviously it's not good compared to like games of this day and age, but still looks cool, especially with my reskin on. Looks really awesome. Oh, you said behind the stables, didn't you? Oh, through the stables? Yeah, there we go. No, literally behind. Okay, let's try the other side. Oof, sick roll. Okay, Tajiri's note. Seems our old badger friend is napping again. Maybe we should pay him a visit. This trip could prove sweeter than you'd think. Tea. I don't understand what that means.
Saw you heading this way. Find anything of interest?
I mean, yes, question mark?
Oh, the stables, Developed a sudden interest in horsemanship, Walker?
No. I found this hidden note. I suspect the gambler Tajiri wrote it.
Oh. Looks to be a code. A napping badger, eh? Sounds familiar. Ah, yes! The sleeping badger is a rock formation, just south of Riverhold. But this bit about the sweet trip, that music doesn't understand.
Moon sugar? That definitely is a sweet trip. Be tripping balls with that shit. Could be worth investigating this rock formation at the very least.
Music will mark it on your map,
Thank
Walker.
you.
Feel free to lead the way. And perhaps this is a good time to mention that this one is not so skilled in violent situations.
Neither is this one.
Should trouble find us.
Mikiri has
but
no
that
experience.
is where your expertise comes in handy, yes?
Mikiri has no experience, but good luck with that. Got it. Let's head to the Sleeping Badger rock formation. How far out are we going? Quite a ways. Should I go on foot so old mate can keep up? Or should I just say fuck him and let's go? Do you want to jump on the back? We're very uncomfortable. But it would get us there faster. Let's go, Pride. Jesus! You're a slow lion if he can keep up. You know, you just keep going past. Thank you. And off we go. I really don't need to deal with you today. Maybe tomorrow, but not today. Actually, not tomorrow because I gotta work, but not today. It's just one of the birdies. That's fine. Just as long as that dragon is not in my vicinity. Where's this badger of yours? Oh, fuck me.
Oh dear.
Ooh. I don't know how to attack. I don't even know how to heal. Why is my first ability suddenly jump to number 5?
Music.
What?
It's all right.
Hold up. How did my skill just jump ship? It was there. I used it and it disappeared to over there. What the hell? Okay, I don't even know what that was about. I didn't even pay attention to what my skills look like either. Investigate the camp. Crate, sack. Bottle of skooma. Well, that's what I said. Moon sugar. Ugh. Did he just Fusroda? Oh my god.
Music needs to stop doing that.
Hey, I'm trying to learn my skills here.
Apologies.
Can't tell if I'm close enough or
this
not.
one is fine.
I can't tell if I'm close enough with my attacks. Coffer. My physical attacks, actually for all of them. Okay, but there's a gold necklace. Oh, is this the dragon who's freaking Fusro dying?
Away from this place.
Where's this dragon? Should I go investigate? It sounds like a terrible idea. But I can hear Fusaro dying a mile away. And now I'm intrigued. I'm gonna die. Especially since I've got no ranged attacks.